and welcome back for some more Blindfold chess. As the name suggests, I can't see the pieces. I also can't see the move history or any move notation. I have to keep track of the game in my mind. I can't rewind moves. And it's all in an attempt to improve my visualization, which in turn, hopefully, overall, improves my chess. That's the whole goal here. This game was an interesting one. We had the white pieces. I attempted to play a jobava London. My opponent basically, I think, tried to play like a French defense against d4, and then it just turned into something weird. Players at these lower ratings actually are making this blindfold exercise a lot more challenging because there's like some very weird, obscure moves, and I can't work with my memorization of lines as much. So it's a little more challenging, but I also can easily gain advantages because of it. So as long as I don't mess up somewhere. This opponent got a little frustrated with me, and there was a little bit of a rage quit. So I enjoyed that extra salt in the wound that he's going to see when he realizes I was playing without being able to see the pieces. It was kind of funny. And I should note there is a section in this game, a little censor warning. I drop a few self-hatred F-bombs at myself. So just note there's a little bit of vulgar language, a few F-bombs all directed at myself. I had a bonehead moment. There's almost one every game now, like a major one. I'm trying to fix it, but it's proving way more challenging than I thought it would be. So it's a work in progress, but I still get very upset with myself when I do something that I shouldn't do or know better. So I drop a few F-bombs. Just keep that in mind. You can fast forward through it if you want. It's pretty brief. Anyway, it's time to jump into the game. Let's go. Okay, we have a game and it's my turn. Let's try to play a jobava London. d4. Confirm. Oh, I don't have my extension on. Oh, let's see here. Oh no. Where's my other extension? Oh, there we go. I messed up. Oh no. What a... There we go. Kind of messed up there. All right. Totally bombed that one. So that's a weird move. Let's play bishop f4. Bishop f4. Bishop f4. Confirm. That's a weird move. Knight c3. Confirm. So my opponent pushed this and this. Okay, so my opponent has a knight here and pawns here. So I can't go for this now because of this pawn. It's kind of annoying. He might try to attack my bishop, so let's give it an escape square since my opponent has pushed pawns a bunch in the opening. Let's play h3. h3. Confirm. I was getting a bunch of messages. Okay, bishop there. Let's play e3. e3. Confirm. Knight f3. Confirm. One thing about this rating range is people play insanely fast. Like, it's ridiculous. So I have to remember, my opponent has pawns here. Bishop d3. Confirm. Let's castle kingside. So I have like a typical jobava setup, except my opponent might be thinking about castling queenside, I suppose. I have a knight here. Can't I pin? I think with a bishop here and a knight here, I'm going to consider, if the king castles, I'm going to go after this bishop. So let's play queen e2. Queen e2. Confirm. The beginning of the video didn't go very smoothly though. I was all messed up. I forgot that I turned it off for my last overlay. Okay, knight's hopping in, going after my bishop. What if I play bishop here? He could block with a pawn. But now he moved his queen here. Right? He's got a queen here, bishop here, and now his knight left. So can't I go... Yeah. Oh, I can't go here because he has pawns here. So I could take this bishop here. He'll push this pawn. Then I go here. He could push this pawn, but then I can go here. Let's try it. Bishop b5. Bishop b5. My opponent's playing some strange opening, and it's kind of messing me up blindfolded, not gonna lie. Confirm. Okay, my opponent decided to go there, but I sure wish there wasn't a pawn here, because I'd love to go there. This is annoying. Now, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Let's just play a3. a3. Confirm. I might play a6. Oh, interesting. I mean, I'm gonna have to break for e4, I think. So let's go back to d3, and we're gonna push e4. Bishop d3. Confirm. I think I need to push e3. My opponent's playing some strange opening, and it's messing with me blindfolded, that's for sure. It's tough to realize what's going on here. I believe my opponent has knights, a bishop here, bishop there, queen here, and this is my opponent's pawn structure, I believe. I believe so. I think I need to get this in. So he pushed, so my opponent now has this pawn structure. I think this is my opponent's pawn structure. So now I want to hop my knight in here. Let's do it. Knight b5. Knight b5. Confirm. He might just play rook c8 though. But that would hang the a7. No, the a7 pawn's on a5. I forgot. Yeah, he's probably going to play rook c8, and then what's the point of this move? But he can't ever... Well, he could kick my knight with c6. I don't understand this move. Okay, so isn't my opponent's pawn structure now looks like this? But now I can take D takes e5. D takes e5. Confirm. So this knight needs to go somewhere. If it goes there, at least... Oh my god, I can't draw arrows today. At least I played h3 so I could hide. New rule, when I'm under 8 minutes, I start not using voice input. Interesting. So I could just take... I have to remember that his rook is here and his pawn is here, so my opponent would love to skewer my queen. What is the knight threatening here? The knight is threatening nothing. So my opponent has a pawn here. I have a pawn here. I could just push it and attack the queen. If the queen takes, she gets forked. So best move would be this. So let's play e6. E6. Confirm. I'm attacking the queen. And I think if the queen takes, that'll be a fork. I don't think he's castled. I can't remember. But at the very least, it's a fork. But he'll take with the pawn. And then I'm going to take on c7 regardless. Okay, he took with his f-pawn. Yep. Now, knight takes c7. My bishop is here, protecting it, I believe, yeah. Because he pushed this pawn there finally. So my opponent's pawn structure looks like this. Knight takes c7. Confirm. Now the king's in check, unless he castled, which we'll find out here real quick. But okay, the king moved there. And we're going to take the rook. Knight takes a8. Knight a8. Confirm. Now he can take it with his bishop. Yeah. You know, I should have considered hopping. Oh, his knight is back here now. So let's threaten another fork. I have a bishop here. My opponent has pawns here, here, and here. I could go here. No, the queen protects that. So let's just trade some pieces. Let's play knight e5. Knight e5. Confirm. We're attacking the queen and the knight. Bishop takes e5. Confirm. So now I think I'm going to play bishop takes e4. Or I could play queen h5 right now. That looks a... queen g4. Yeah, I'll play bishop takes e4, d takes e4, queen g4. I'm not attacking the e4 pawn because it's defended by the bishop, but I am attacking the g7 pawn. But the queen defends that. But I'm attacking it twice. I have a bishop on e5 pointing at it. Okay. This is an interesting game for sure. I'm winning, but how many times has that happened and then I crap the bed? I think I'll start playing with the mouse because the voice input and the beginning of the game lost me a lot of time. Okay. My bishop's here. Let's play bishop takes e4. Bishop takes e4. Confirm. So he'll play d takes. So my opponent has now just opened his king and his queen. Correct? His queen is here. My opponent has a pawn here. My opponent has a pawn here. Here, 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 here. Why can't I just move a rook here? He can block, and then I can play c4. My queen's here. My rooks are connected. My queen is here. So he just blocked with his bishop. But now I can play c4 attacking the pinned bishop. And then I'm going to take this bishop with check. Or skewer the queen again. He better move his queen and just give up the piece. But I have a bishop here. Now, yeah. Oh, whoa, whoa! I didn't... Leave it to me. I forgot about the pawn. I should have just took with the goddamn pawn. Why am I so fucking stupid? Holy fucking Christ, I'm a fucking idiot. It's unbelievable. I was completely winning. Completely winning. I just needed to take it with the pawn. But I guess I would have hung my bishop, so... Oh my god, I'm stupid. The pin was still there. I could have just moved my bishop and then I took with the pawn, but I forgot about the pawn on e6, even though 30 seconds earlier I highlighted it for you. I said he had a pawn here and here. I said that like a couple minutes before, and then what do I fucking do? I think it's free. And I forget about this fucking pawn. Holy hell, that makes me angry. The fact that I say it out loud and 2 minutes later forget about it. That's fucking me in a nutshell, folks. Loser. Yeah. Yeah, just fucking, yeah. Fucking fuck. I'm a fucking idiot. Man, I'm stupid. Okay, so... I didn't take with the pawn. I took with the rook, and he took with the pawn, and he didn't want to open his queen, so he moved his king back here. But now I can at least take the pawn back. He put his queen here. So this pawn is hanging right now. Let's take it. Attack the queen. Here's a rook. Or sorry, here's the rook. Is the rook going to take or is the queen going to take? The rook's going to take. So he has a rook here and a pawn here. His queen's there. His rook's here. Couldn't I throw a check? I could play this. No, I cannot throw a check. Man, I feel stupid. So my opponent's pawn structure... My opponent's pawn structure is this. My pawn structure is this. I could win this pawn. But and my queen protects back rank. Let's just take. And then we'll take. Ooh, that isn't a pawn? Okay, how is this not his pawn structure? What did I miss here? Oh, I already took that pawn. Never mind. So this is my opponent's pawn structure. And this is my pawn structure. Now I wonder, after botching that, what he's going to do. Is he going to take this pawn? I'm threatening this right now. I sacked the rook back to him. Where are my minor pieces, though? Yeah, we both have a bishop. King's here. Bishop's here. Queen's here. The queen could block. I have to watch out for my own back rank mate, though. This is my... Oh no, I played h3. I forgot about that. So this is actually my pawn structure. I have a room to hide. He blocked with the bishop, which is strange. His queen's here. Can't I just pile up on the pin? Then he can give me a check and I hide. But he's always covering it. Okay, at least we can hide. I played h3, thank goodness. So this is my pawn structure. I don't want to play an endgame. Oh, wait. That'd be a mistake. Well, I guess we're playing an endgame with 4 minutes. Up a pawn. Should I save my bishop? I forgot he played h5. So I was thinking this was his pawn structure, but this is his pawn structure, and I can't take it. Because his bishop. Okay, at least we put the king all the way on the back rank. So these are my pawns, and these are his pawns. Or not. Oh, good call. Okay, and we're going to move the king closer. It's going to be a tough endgame to win blindfolded with 4 minutes. Ooh, my king's not gonna get there in time. That sucks. He's got a pawn here still. That's freaking annoying. Okay, pawn here. I got a pawn here. Okay, so we won that pawn. But there's a pawn here, pawn here, pawn here, pawn here, and pawn here. So if I play this and he takes en passant, I have 2 passers. Then I'm going to play this. Tough game. Bonehead. I'm a bonehead. What can I say? I am retarded. Oh, okay. I have a king here. Now I have pawns here. So I have pawns here, and he has 2 pawns here. Our kings are across from each other right now. He has to go around his pawn. Okay, so I have pawns here. Can't I make a passer right here? And his king's here, so if I push, takes here, he can't catch it. He can't catch it. I'm always in goddamn time trouble with these guys. Always stressful. My heart hurts right now. So kings are here. has a pawn here. My king is here. His king is there. Yeah, he can't stop this pawn from promoting. It's completely winning, but can I win in time? Hopefully he just resigns. He's going to take my pawn. Try to promote this pawn. Okay, let's get a checkmate before I run out of time. Thank goodness there's a 7-second increment. I sure messed up there though, trading that rook. It sucks. Whew, I'm getting clammy. Stressed right out with the time. Not what I want for this, but seems to be part of the process. Yeah, so he snuck his king in here. Take my pawn. Try to promote. My opponent has left the game. I frustrated him so much. Quite the little poor sport. Wonder if he's gonna go cry like a little bitch. I'll make sure to send him the link to this video. You gotta be a special kind of little douchebag to leave like that. Just hit the resign button, bro. But I love it. Ah, that's victory. Minus my screw up, that's victory. Imagine how upset this person's gonna feel knowing that I did this blindfold. It's kind of some extra salt in the wound. I'm just fucking around, but yeah. Hopefully it pisses them off even more. Rub a little salt in that chess wound. That's what you get for leaving like that. We'll claim a victory. We know we won. Oh, that is so satisfying. Totally crushed minus my little mix-up, and I like that I keep going. I play in time trouble. I play with stress. I play down. Well, I was up a pawn, but giving back that exchange sucked. So yeah, let's take a brief review of the game, and then we'll run an analysis and see what we see. Yeah, my opponent played the opening very strange, like very passive, not crossing the center of the board. That actually made it quite difficult at first. I thought for sure my opponent was going to play that. So I welcomed that. And I'm just stopping his knight from coming back because I don't know what to do. And then I see he wants this potentially on my queen and my rook. So this was a very welcome sign. Now, his best move here is obviously just to block with the bishop. But he didn't. Completely crushing. Trade pieces. Oh, I didn't think I could take that. So here's mishap number 1. I did not remember this. From about this point forward, I forgot about this bishop until he moved it again. So I didn't take on g7 because I thought the queen was guarding it. So that's good to know. Trade, trade. This was beautiful. Yeah, and this bishop's just pinned. So this bishop just needed to come back here, and then I win a bishop. And I'm just now completely crushing. So mishap number 2. I forgot about this pawn. Even though a minute or two earlier I was talking about it. So that was a big piss off. And then I was forced into an endgame, which I felt I played very well. Well, I would say mishap number 3. Should have moved my king. King moves, king moves, king moves, king moves, king moves, and now I don't lose a pawn. So this was mishap number 3. This was a very poor way of playing this because now his king is one move closer than me. I had to protect this pawn. And then I really like what I did over here with this. I thought this was great. I thought he would unpassant, and then I would have a 2-on-1, but he'd be closer to the pawns. So when he didn't, it was very welcome. And to let me get this in, super solid stuff. Let's see what the analysis says. Obviously, it's not gonna like my blunders. Ooh, look at that graph. Wow. Black was crushing in here. Ooh, so I did not play this well. Because where do I go from here? So I need to play h5. g5. En passant, h takes g6, f4, e takes f. So this is what I needed to do, but then I'm dealing with 3. I can't stop this pawn. g5, and now I'm paralyzed. But computer says it's a draw. Thank goodness my opponent didn't play that. Well, we take those W's. I mean, I completely was crushing the entire game until I gifted the piece away. Even here, I'm completely winning, apparently. Just start the early attack now. King b4. F takes e4. King takes a4. King d3. King b5. e5. King c6. e6. g5. Oh, and you push e6. If king d6, king c4. So you trade this pawn to go after this pawn. Ah. So let's see what the computer thinks about my rook sack. Maybe I wasn't as bad as I think. C takes D right away, or bishop g7. I took with the rook and I'm still up plus 3.8. That's wild. I thought it was much worse than that. Though I did give away a plus 6 advantage doing that, so. Well, got another W, some ugly moments, and I could have lost the game in the end game, but I took it home, and my opponent left rage quit. So we take those. I'm going to get out of here now. Till next time. Cheers.